All right. Well, good morning, everyone. Again, we have a great presentation for all of you today. Everyone is chomping at the bit to figure out how to make video work. And if you can make video work 30 minutes a week with 1-minute videos, sign me up. I can do that.
Yeah.
So Anthony, let me tell you a little bit about Anthony. I met Anthony at a networking group called Businesses Honoring Spirituality here in Colorado. It's a phenomenal group. I'm like, holy crow. And Anthony is our king of bringing in incredible speakers to this group. These are like all TEDx caliber speakers. And he is sure to video every one of these presentations. So Anthony is a certified Google partner and YouTube specialist. And with 12 years using YouTube in business, Anthony teaches business owners how to use their smartphone to communicate with video on the internet. His mission is to prove that video on the internet is the most powerful business tool on earth, and his vision is to fix previously failed online marketing with video. And you can see Anthony, which we'll share as well. His website is anthonyprichard.com, so that's easy enough. And Anthony, I'm going to pin you here so that you take up the screen, my dear.
All right.
And have at it.
Thanks, Liz.
Yes.
Really appreciate you inviting me to your group that you've gathered here today. And I just need to commend you for, doing this thing of collaborating.
It's fun.
Collaboration is the number one free thing you can do to grow your reach. And, my followers get to be introduced to you, and your followers get to be introduced to me. We all understand that we're going to work best with people who are a lot like us. We're not going to be a great fit for everyone. But when we attract those people to us in our business who are a lot like us, our quality of life goes up because we don't work with jerks. We just work with people who are a lot like us, and we can anticipate their needs better than anyone else. And so we're just a magnificent fit. And I hope that some of my followers find you. I hope some of your followers find me, and that we both flourish in the new year. My talk today is to really prove why this strategy is a good investment of your time. And my background is in corporate sales, where I would make 30 or 40 phone calls a day. I would set 2 appointments a day. I would run 2 appointments a day. And if I did all that activity, my boss told me I would reach my quota, and then I'd get to start all over again the next month.
Ooh, that's painful.
Yeah.
Anthony, just a quick question. Would you like questions while we're going through this, or wait till the end? Because we have a fair amount of time. It's up to you.
Yeah. Questions are absolutely fine at any time. If you've got a question, it's probably likely that somebody else has a question about the same.
Okay. So you guys just raise your hand or put in the chat what the question is, and I'll convey it to Anthony, and then how's that sound?
Yeah.
All right. Cool.
So my manager told me to work smarter and not harder. And I heard that. And there was one day, I think in 2003, that I found myself going through a sales process online that was guided by video. And in that moment, I realized that my role as a sales representative was dying away, and that companies didn't need sales representatives in order to hold their information. They could automate that role. And that's really the goal of any website, is to take the place of a staff member, or make the business's life easier and more automated. And so after corporate, I went into work for myself, and I was a general contractor. I was doing fix and flip remodeling for home investors. And my goal, I wanted to be a home investor. And my mom gave me this thing called a flip cam in 2006. You remember the flip cam? It would USB and you could put it into your desktop and transfer the files over. Well, the only place to put those videos was YouTube. And so I did a cabinet installation video. And then the next week, somebody called me and said, hey, can you give me a quote? I'm remodeling my kitchen. And I'm like, what? Where'd this come from? And it was YouTube. And I was like, holy cow, light bulb went off. I just found a way to work smarter, not harder.
Nice.
And I thought, I'm going to figure this out. And over the years I did. And so I wrote this book called 3 Simple Steps to Selling on YouTube for Business. And it's available on Amazon. And it goes through the 3 different steps to research, create, and publish a 1-minute video on YouTube so that people who are looking for you can find you. And this video remains on the first page of Google indefinitely. So it's a magnificent investment of your time and your effort and your energy and your ingenuity and your creativity, because it stays up like a little automated sales robot, introducing you to people who actually typed in the keyword that you're a good result for. So today I want to help you find your most profitable keyword, your most profitable persona, make a video for that person so that you anticipate their behavior in the future and that they find you as the most relevant result when it's time for them, when the need arises. Because the demand isn't all at once, it's spread out over time. And I found out that a lot of you were healers, and this is great for healers. This is great for anyone who would like more clients locally. YouTube works incredibly well on a local geographic scale or strategy. And the reason that this is because YouTube understands that people prefer to work, like one of the most highest trust building things you can have in common with someone is that you live in the same place. It's just more convenient for both parties. And subconsciously we make those decisions all the time. However, it's still a global strategy. This works like a pebble in the pond. You drop that intention in the pond and it creates concentric circles outwards as you grow this strategy. And since it only takes 30 minutes a week, you can schedule these video creations right alongside your everyday activities. Anna, the realtor, knows that she's going to be visiting these new home build neighborhoods, and she's already got an idea in her mind of what small video sound bites she's going to capture when she visits those locations. You may have appointments with patients. Some of those appointments might be with people who are willing to invite video into the appointment, and you can plan this out ahead of time. So it doesn't take any more time than what you're doing already. This is called BTS, or behind the scenes. And you're able to build trust with people by doing the everyday regular things that you're already doing that you might not think are interesting. Like, for example, if you do plastic surgery, probably one of the best things you could post is how you wash your hands before surgery. You might not think that that's important content, but for somebody who's about to go under the knife, that's really important content. So you could record a 1-minute video about your hand washing routine, post it on YouTube, and blow it out of the water. So this strategy that I teach works really well organically, but it also transitions immediately into the paid world of advertising on AdWords. YouTube or Google purchased YouTube, and Google's main revenue comes from AdWords, and so that same dashboard can create YouTube videos. Those are the first 5 seconds that you see sometimes that you can skip in a video. Well, you can target gender, you can target age, you can target average household income, and for about $200, you can get about 5,000 views. That seems to be the magic number. You get 5,000 views. You introduce yourself to 5,000 people in a 4 or 5 mile radius of your location, and you're going to start to see the dial move on your incoming results. So that's my main job, and that's what I do for massage locations, dentists, garage door installations, realtors, pizza companies, sleep clinics, that kind of thing. So before we jump into this formula, does anybody have any questions?
Anthony, I have a question.
Yeah.
So you just do YouTube advertising? This is what we're talking about now. We're talking about the videos that show up as sponsored ads on a video. That's what you're talking about.
That's what I do for my day job. But before I can do that, I think a business needs to know how to get a video on the first page of Google for free.
Oh, yes. I like that one. You going to share that with us?
That's what you need to know first.
Okay, cool. Let's go.
So let's do that. But first, you need to know what's your most profitable keyword. And before you go spending this time to create a video, you need to know that there's already a good volume of traffic happening on a regular basis for that keyword. So yesterday I was meeting with Ariana, who owns the circuscollective.com. And she, in this gym, teaches people, the silk, where they climb up the silk ropes. And she's got a trapeze. And so she was the only one that knew what this keyword was, but it was like silks training. And I never would have known this keyword, but she knew it because she was in the industry. Silks Training Denver gets like 10,000 searches a month. And she's a really great result for that, but she showed up nowhere on the first page of Google. So people couldn't find her. I mean, she basically didn't exist. And she thought, okay, let's make a video for that keyword. So now she's got the research done. It's time to make the video. And for this next piece, I think I do want to share my screen, Liz.
Okay.
So I'm going to go ahead and pop open my screen. And I'm going to open up my Google Drive where I've got this storyboard. Workbook. This is the formula that I've followed for the last 4 years, and it's worked for me every time. And before I make a video, I write out my script. This is the trick to making 1-minute videos. Does everyone see this?
Yep.
Okay, so the first 5 seconds is the hook. You need to tell people exactly what they're in for. And you need to tell people that this might not be for them if they don't fall into this category. That's the same thing as all the phone calls that I used to make. I had about 5 seconds to be very clear about what the phone call was about, or else they were going to hang up. Same thing on video. You need to be very intentional with who it's for and who it's not for. And you're going to build trust with both people. You know, if you make a Pilates video and say, guys, this might not be for you, but gals, I think you're going to like this video, then you're going to tell me that you're a straight shooter. And the next time you make a video and you say it's for me, I'm probably going to watch it because you already told me ahead of time. Next.
So Anthony, you are saying who it's not for as well in that 5 seconds.
Yeah, you're being very clear about who it's for. And in that same breath, you're helping people decide who it's not for.
Cool.
So
okay.
If Ariana was to slide down this silk in the first video soundbite and say, are you looking for silk training in Denver? She'd let everybody know in that moment that if they weren't looking for silk's training, that this video is not for them. Does that make sense?
Yep.
This is probably the most important piece of your video because you're either going to make it or break it with the people you're targeting right here. These people you're targeting have the highest demand for what you do and the most amount of money. And that's the only person you're making this video for. And that's going to help you protect yourself from judgment. Because if somebody comes after you and says, that video sucked, you're going to say, guess what? Didn't make it for you. Next, brand placement. So we know in Marketing 101 that people do not trust us or our brand until they see it 7 to 9 times. So we've got to, congruently impress people with who we are and what we do. And for me, I like to make animated logos because it just works into a video format much better. And you can get a beautiful custom-made animated logo on Fiverr.com for $25. Fiverr.com. Next is point out the pain. We've got to continue to build this relationship, create common ground, and agree on something together. When we do that, we build trust. We increase our relationship. So this pain point is probably the thing that your business solves the most. Let's say people are having trouble sleeping. Are you having trouble sleeping? Are you tossing and turning at night thinking, why can't I get a good night rest? That's it. See it? Next is the USO, or the Unique Service Offering. Hi, my name's Anthony Prichard. I'm a certified Google partner and a YouTube specialist. If you're having trouble sleeping, try making a video. You'll sleep like a baby. Whatever. So, this is where you provide value. This is where you deliver a little nugget of how they can solve their problem quickly and efficiently. And I've been doing this for 10 years, and this is where you put your credibility in there. This is your justification of why you're speaking about this keyword. Finally, the call to action. If you'd like to learn more about this neighborhood and you're looking to buy or sell a house, I'd be happy to be your tour guide. Leave a free, no-risk way to engage with you at a deeper level. If you'd like to learn more, go visit my website. I've got some free downloads on my website. And if you'd like more resources, just click the download button. It'll show up in the bottom part of your screen. No questions asked. Then if they'd like to engage with you at a deeper level, enter your email, right? This is Sales Funneling 101. And that's more advanced than this video. This video's job is to introduce you to 10 people a week. If it can do that, if if there are already 10 people a week searching for this keyword and they find your video on the first page of Google, then eventually somebody's going to watch that video and call you and ask you to come over and give them an estimate for their kitchen remodeling. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Okay, so let's do a little proof of concept right here. Everybody's got that down. Take a screenshot of it now. It's about to lose your site forever. If I go to Google and I type in some of these keywords that I've done before, couples massage, Golden, Denver. So I've got the massage location. It has locations in Golden and Denver, and I guess it didn't. Maybe I did it backwards. So it's very geographically specific. Oh, there it is. Okay, so there it is on the first page of Google. And you can see it's only 47 seconds, and it's a much different result than these other results, right? Because it's got a picture. Okay, so let me show you this one. It uses the same storyboard that I taught you a second ago, so see if you can follow it. Are you neglecting yourself? Animated logo.
If you don't take care of yourself, you can't take care of the other people in your life that matter most. I'm Celeste O'Brien, co-owner and therapist at Symmetry 360 Massage. And we'd like to invite you in this Valentine's Day for a couples massage package. Come in, take care of yourself, take care of the one you love most, and enjoy the holiday. We have 2 locations in Golden and Denver, and we would love to see you in so we can take care of you.
Call to action. We'd love to take care of you. Make sense? Okay,
Yep.
let's try another one. Natural treatments for depression in Evergreen, Colorado. So this woman is a healer, like many of you, and she believes that her most profitable keyword is somebody who searches for natural treatments for depression in Evergreen, Colorado. That those people are going to have the most amount of money and the highest demand for what she does. And there's her beautiful 1.5-minute video. And she, however, on the other hand, has not paid to cast her video to anyone. This is only organic results. And her strategy is that eventually somebody's going to find it, and when they do, she's going to be the perfect result for what they need. Follows the same structure. See if you can follow it.
Looking for natural methods to address anxiety and depression. Feeling
Sorry about the
disconnected
delay.
from yourself and forgetting who you truly are can lead to feelings of anxiety and depression. We've all found ourselves using substances, food.
I'm going to give this a minute to catch up to itself because it keeps delaying. But she's really going into the pain right now.
Overwork, relationships, medications, even too much exercise to deal with pain and difficult situations. But at some point, we realize that just doesn't work anymore. Hi, my name is Dr. Kelly Beaton, owner of Heal Thyself, LLC. I have 20 years of experience in health and well-being. I'm a licensed naturopathic physician specializing in nutrition, counseling, homeopathy, energy work, and body work, as well as breath work to support you to heal and thrive as your best self. If you're looking for natural ways to address common emotional and health challenges, I invite you to schedule a 15-minute complimentary discovery phone call with me to explore alternative healthcare methods and how I can help you reclaim your life. I look forward to talking.
So now we had a lot of questions about videos being too long or videos not being more clear and succinct and wasting our time. This, I think, slices through all those questions, and it gives you exactly what you're looking for in the right order. So the real secret to making these 1-minute videos is the order in which you communicate these sound bites and then stitch them together one after the other. Then it's time to upload those onto the first page of Google, and that's when you just need to use this indexing formula, which I've highlighted here in my book, and I'll show it to you. This, let's say the title is Better Sleep in Springfield, any state in America. Better sleep in. Well, that's what the title would be. You'd need to make sure that that same keyword was in the description and the meta tags. That's the biggest thing, I guess. Then you want to use this formula, and it's backwards, so I apologize, but you've got the snippet, which is the first 2 lines of the description. That's really important because when you copy and paste the URL for the YouTube video into LinkedIn or Twitter or Facebook, then you're going to see the photo, the title, and the first 2 lines of the description. So you really need to say what it's all about with the snippet. Then it's the longer description. And this is for people who still believe that they can learn more about something by reading it instead of watching it. There's still those people out there, so give them what they want. Next, we've got the NAP, the name, address, and phone number. Liz knows, because her work revolves around it, that this citation, this exact sequence of numerals and characters exists in 1,000 other websites around the world. So when you put that same citation in this YouTube directory, you're telling Google that this is a very relevant result that has other, connected sites that belong to it. Then you're going to put in your other YouTube videos that you may have. List, I would say, 3 of them. You know that YouTube auto plays a video right after you're done watching your existing video. Well, YouTube will take your recommendations from those other videos and will autoplay them next in the videos that autoplay.
Anthony, quick question on that. So are you saying put the URLs in the description of the YouTube video, or just know that YouTube's going to autoplay them regardless?
No, put them in.
Put them in. So put the actual YouTube URL in the description of the video.
Yeah.
Okay.
Put in 3 videos that are relevant to the video you're publishing that are likely going to be good content for somebody that's already watching that video.
Okay. Even though YouTube is already picking it up from a playlist, or that doesn't matter, do both? Well,
so put your video in a playlist.
Yeah.
And put in the URL for the videos that you want them to watch next.
Okay. Is YouTube picking up on that as well? Okay, so they're picking up and saying, this is what I want you to show. So you're telling YouTube what you want them to show as opposed to it being random.
Correct.
Gotcha.
Next, I want you to type that keyword into the Google search engine and see what comes up. Those are all relevant results. And you're going to take those URLs that don't compete with you, and you're going to put them in, and you're going to call those other resources.
Oh, so you're sharing somebody else's stuff?
Yep. You're using the Alexa rankings in your favor. You're
Okay.
saying these URLs, Google already knows they're a good result. I'm going to add those into my description as a relevant resource that helps Google know that my result is also very relevant.
Cool. That's a good trick, mister. Now, are you using the results for the location, or you're using more like global results for that? Is there a strategy there?
Yeah, it's either or. I've got a result for father-daughter photography session that doesn't have a geographical tag to it. So it's a national keyword, but those are more difficult to rank on the first page for.
Right, for sure.
My recommendation is to start with a geographical tag. When you get good at this, you can go after a national tag.
But my question is just for this other resources section, does it kind of juice you up if you're tying it to a national result in that other resources section, or not necessarily? Or do you know?
Yeah, if you're going after a national audience, then use no geographical tags. If you're going after a local audience, use geographical tags.
Okay. So does everyone get here that we're going local is your greatest opportunity for results, going local? And I know a lot of people want to go national, but I always tell everyone from the get-go, let's go where it's easiest.
Low-hanging fruit.
Yes. Fruity, tutti, fruity. Gummy bears and everything. Yeah, go after where you live.
And to add on to that, you can go find your Google directory listing and then use that URL and put in the description as well.
I'm sorry, say that one more time, Anthony.
You need to claim your Google directory listing on Google
yes.
Business.
Okay.
And after you've done that, you can use the URL for your free business directory listing and put it in the description.
Okay, that's a good. So that would be under other resources or really under the NAP?
Yeah, I put it into the map.
Okay.
Okay, I'm confused.
Okay, good.
I have no idea what you were talking about with the Google directory listing. You know, I just don't know what that means.
Okay, well, it's Deborah, right?
Yes, it is Deborah.
If you haven't claimed your directory listing on Google, you need to do that.
Where do I do that at?
You just type in Google My Business.
Okay.
Follow the prompt.
Okay.
And they're going to send you a postcard with 6 digits. And you're going to use that to validate that you truly are a physical address.
So Deborah doesn't have like a business address or really anything established yet. So it would be up to you, Deborah, to use your own home address.
That's what I do. And
Okay.
then I just click the box that says I serve clients at their location.
Okay.
It doesn't publish my physical address. It shows my service area instead.
That's good to know, because I know a lot of people work out of their homes and they don't want to share that. And Cheryl, you've had trouble with that. Cheryl's had people show up at her house, which she doesn't want.
Yeah, I have. I actually ended up renting a P.O. box with a physical address just to offset everything to, so it's work though. It's helped me. And Google actually, if you do talk to Google, I have the 800 number if it would be helpful for anybody. They are very helpful if you need help with this.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
But that's good to know. Anthony, that there is that setting somewhere when you claim your space that so the setting is, you say, this is my home, I don't want people here, or what does it say? Do you remember?
Yeah.
I serve customers at their location.
Okay. Cool. Alrighty.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. So we're just about finished with the description. The only other thing I would recommend to put in your description is your hashtags. And those are the same thing as your meta tags. So I would just put in the hashtags at the end and then repeat those same keywords without the pound sign in the meta tags section that appears when you upload your videos to YouTube.
Most of the members here have a keyword research report, so I just want to tell them, when you go to do this type of work, everyone that has your report already, you've got to follow what we're talking about here for this to work.
Yep.
And you want to use keyword phrases that have significant search volume, because it's a lot of effort to do something that has a volume of 10 searches a month nationwide. That's not a good use of your time, as an example. So, Anthony, do you do keyword research for your clients when you're helping with this strategy or not?
No, I don't. I just kind of introduce the idea that there are keywords that hold a value to you as a business, and you need to identify what they are, and you need to, do something to show up when people look for those words.
Yeah. Okay. I do that as a part of a matter of course. It's the first thing I do with anybody, because you can waste so much time on a website and blogging if you don't know what the heck who you're talking to, and if there is anyone to talk to. So cool. Thank you. Video and keywords, they go hand in hand, Gay. You got to know your words. I'm like a parent, Anthony. I tell everyone, I give them their report. We have the consultation. I'm like a parent, use your words, honey. Use your words. Don't create a lead magnet. Don't create a video. Don't create a blog without it.
Right.
So.
Okay, I've got another weird question.
Only if it's weird.
You know how I do. But anyway, so we were talking about, what was it? We were talking about other resources. So one of the big resources for Greenville is, hashtag, that Greenville. So it's everything that's going on in Greenville, businesses in Greenville. So maybe I want to use that as another resource. Do I have to have some kind of connection with them?
No, they'll be happy you shared their link, Deborah. You don't need a connection. I would share, Deepak Chopra too while you're at it.
Okay.
And some of them for sure.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I had him down. So, okay, perfect. Can there be too many?
Yeah, I think the limit is usually like 30 keywords.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
So, Anthony, you said share 3 of your own YouTube links and just 3 of other resources. Is that what you were saying?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, so you could see here, if I go to the show more, then I've followed my same formula here.
Oh, cool.
Connect with me on social media, right? You want to do that too.
Mm-hmm.
You want to show other videos. It looks like I missed the other resources. Because I guess there probably wasn't really any other non-competitive result for Denver YouTube specialists that I could find. They were all competitors of mine, and I don't want to promote my competitors.
Okay, so you're not going to promote your competitors that are local. Okay. So, and that's the new, so you are putting hashtag keywords in the description as well. I thought I didn't catch that, but I'm getting it now. And you're not doing it, You're not using those keyword phrases up into the written content, though. Just at the bottom in the hashtags.
Right.
Okay.
But that's not a bad strategy, Liz. It would work the exact same way.
Yeah. I mean, typically with SEO and blogs, I like to use the keyword phrases that I'm using as my hashtags in the written content as well. Just, once or twice is enough.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
Okay, so if I go to the edit button right here underneath the video,
Mm-hmm.
then I want to show you the advanced settings tab. That's also going to help you get found. That's right here. See it?
Mm-hmm. Oh, I thought I was on mute.
You're not. No. Oh, I like to hear you talking to yourself, though.
Okay, so this is like the SAT test. The more boxes you fill out, the better score you get. Fill out the category. Put the address in and search. Make sure they give you the latitude and longitude.
This is your physical location, Anthony. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
How would you get that? Oh. Hey, where'd you do that? Oh, I see. So you put in that and then you search. Cool.
Done. You just give it a standard YouTube license or a Creative Commons YouTube license. This allows other people to freely use your content. You might want to use that as a strategy if you don't mind. You'll get more views. But if you want to hold on to it and make claims for anybody that uses your content because you don't want them to use it, then stick with the standard. And then this caption certification has never aired on U.S. television. Yes. And then save changes. And now you should have everything you need to perform on the first page of Google.
Cool.
But back here in the business info, I want to point out the custom thumbnail. A custom thumbnail can really help your performance in the suggested videos column. Over here, I'm looking at a YouTube video, and there's these suggested videos over here on the right-hand side. Now, some of them just have clips from the video. Others have a custom thumbnail. The videos that have a custom thumbnail perform at a much higher rate.
That's great to know.
In the suggested videos tab. Now,
so typically, Anthony, you'd want some type of header there, some headline to grab attention, right?
yeah. And YouTube's going to make suggestions. If I'm watching a video about Inglewood, it's going to show other videos that have to do with my geographical area. And so, for example, coffee shops in Inglewood, Colorado does not show up on the first page of Google. However, because coffee is a popular subject and it has to do with someone's geographical area, I've collected a view a day for the last year. And it is at the top of the YouTube search, but in suggested videos is where I'm getting all my performance, because most people like coffee, and when it has to do with where they live, they're likely to watch it.
Coffee shops near Inglewood. Let's take a tour.
There's the hook.
I like coffee, and I like making videos. So I figured we'd just make a video of all the coffee shops in my neighborhood. So we're right in the middle of the Inglewood Parkway Town Center, and Nixon's is a coffee shop that's right in this parkway. So let's go take a look. Oh, hey, look, a puppy. A puppy? Oh, it's not a puppy.
Okay, so be ready for interesting and entertaining things to come into your camera frame, because you can use that as a tool to connect, build more common ground. Everybody likes puppies.
That's fun. That's a fun way to play with videos, Anthony. I like that.
So after I toured all the coffee shops in that area, I said, hey, so you're probably wondering, who is this guy giving you a tour of coffee shops? Well, my name's Anthony. I'm a certified Google partner and a YouTube specialist, and I help you grow your business with 1-minute YouTube videos. And that way I gave value, earned the right to introduce myself, and then gave them, that information to engage with me at a deeper level. So the real trick, if you take anything away from this, is use that structure of storyboard. Fill in your script and what you're going to say. It's only 5 to 20 seconds of information. You're not going to have trouble remembering 10 seconds of information. And then you're naturally giving people what they want. The reason Google is such a powerful business is because it gives people what they want. That's its trick. And you're also doing the same thing by practicing this free to fee marketing strategy. And the 3 things that I have for you that annoy me in videos, that I think people are doing wrong, is that they start with, hey everybody, or hey you guys, when it's just me here looking at my smartphone or my laptop. I don't see anybody else. So who are you talking to?
That's a good one, Anthony. I'm going to share everyone because we're getting a little low on time here,
Yeah.
Anthony. So let's just share everybody. Hold on one sec.